I want to just tell you and all of your fans how much I appreciate you being in my life, and happy birthday, and that I love you very much.
Hi guys! Oops.
Hi guys. This is the part of the video where I get hit in the face for no reason.
Welcome back to my channel first. I'm Mina and this is my
lovely boyfriend Nathan. Hello. We are doing a special birthday episode of The Life of Mina, in which we come back and we're going to answer some more questions that we didn't get to last time.
Gonna be a part 2 to the first.
I want to just tell you and all of your fans how much I appreciate you being in my life, and happy birthday, and that I love you very much.
Thank you so much, babe.
Of course.
I love you.
I love you too. Why are you making me lean so far?
You have to earn that kiss.
I love you. Okay, before one of us starts crying, definitely not me. This is kind of part 2 of the drunken questions. So Mina has something there and I'm making myself a drink.
We're both gonna be drinking tonight again.
Yes.
But this time I'm not gonna be taking sips because that was really disgusting last time.
She doesn't like sips.
I don't like taking sips. I just want to get it over with. So I'll take a couple of shots throughout the video and he'll be drinking.
I'm going to be drinking drinks. I don't like shots very much.
I don't like shots either, but then you get it over with in like 30 seconds. Oh, also I have these cookies right here that Nathan bought me.
They didn't have the thing that I wanted to get her for her birthday, but this was the closest second that they had in the store that were similar.
I actually ate one of them earlier and they were pretty good.
What do you think?
I think they're like a 9.5.
9.5 out of 10. That's pretty good for a cookie.
I mean,
say what they are.
I don't know. It looks like a wafer and a chocolate on top.
Yes, and then what's in the middle?
Some more wafer?
No, that's Bailey's cream filling.
What is that?
Bailey's is a very yummy type of Irish cream liqueur.
Okay.
It's kind of like sweet milk liqueur. It's like liquor, but less strong. That's not alcoholic though, it's just the flavor of it.
But then kids eat this.
That's not alcohol in that one. Although they do have candies in Mexico with actual alcohol in the middle that you can buy as children. That's a thing.
So anyway, I'll be taking the shots and then probably taking a bite of this cookie because
I have to get the questions up. You engage our audience.
Oh yeah, while Nathan here is looking for the questions, I'm just gonna remind you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notifications. I don't know why I'm doing the live if I'm saying the post notifications. I'm all messed up already.
You haven't even taken your shot yet.
I have not. You're right. Yeah, click on that bell and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, which hopefully you will.
How could they not?
I don't know.
How could they not like the video? You're in it.
I'm just getting compliment after compliment. That's really sweet.
You deserve it, my love.
I can't handle it. It's too much for me.
Okay, why don't you start things off by knocking one back?
No what?
Knocking one back. Take it and then you knock it back. Exactly.
I don't want to knock anything back.
Get the water open for her.
No, I have
Oh, you
my
have
old
it.
one.
Perfect. Okay.
That's a backup water because I need.
Here we go.
I feel like throwing up already.
No. She doesn't normally make those faces. I think that's for your guys' benefit.
That's not. Okay, maybe not.
Okay, so we're gonna do a question right now. Let's see. We did some of these.
Look who texted me.
I missed it. I don't know who it is.
It was a Snapchat notification.
What do we argue about the most?
Nothing. I'm kidding.
What do we argue about the most?
I don't know.
I think for us, we don't really argue very much. We're very calm and chilled for the most part, I think.
Yeah.
At least we'd like to think so. But I think if I had to pick something that we argue about the most, is that...
Please don't take mine, because I just remembered one.
Who knows? The thing I get in arguments with her about the most is that sometimes when it starts getting late at night, I ask her what she wants to eat. I'll be like, I'll go pick you up food, and you're like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I want. And then you get sidetracked, and I keep asking you over and over again. And then when you finally do figure out what you want to eat, it's midnight, and all of those types of restaurants are closed. And then I get in trouble because the restaurants are closed, and I couldn't get it for you in time before they're not open anymore.
And then I get mad at you.
Yeah, then you get a little mad at me. But I think that's not really you, it's your hunger that's angry with me.
I'm glad you're making excuses here. This is not really an argument, but it's like when we're already having an argument, he really likes talking about the matter at hand.
Oh, yes.
Right away, and I don't, and I kind of just like sweeping it. I kind of like... I can't talk. Okay, we're done with this video.
You're getting yourself all tongue-tied because you keep getting on the same spot. Do it just like the chicken guy from Looney Tunes. We're like sweeping under the, sweeping it under the, sweeping it under the. Not talking about it right away. You've never seen it?
No.
Somebody will know what I'm talking about.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Immensely.
I'm glad this is not a speech class. Everyone would be laughing at me for sure.
Why don't you just try a different phrase? Do you want to use that phrase?
Because that's the first thing that came to my mind.
The Rona.
From you.
I'm not coughing.
You're the only person that I live with, so. Stop! We're wasting time!
I'm not wasting any time.
Okay, and I kind of like sweeping under the rug.
You did it.
Yeah, and now I forgot what.
We were talking about what we argue about, that I like to talk about any sort of disagreement or problem immediately. I just like dealing with everything up front and immediately, communicating and talking everything out, and you like to wait and be mad about it for a while first.
I don't like talking about it right away because it makes me even more angry. We actually end up having more argument because of that.
You know, I like to have the rest of the day fine and normal again after everything's figured out right away.
But the thing is that I'm not ready to talk about it yet because I'm still angry about it, and I can't just talk about it and be okay and move on from it. I don't want to talk about it because I'm still mad about it. I want to talk about it when I'm ready and are ready to move on. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing that came to mind for me.
Okay, what are we good at?
Like ourselves or about each other?
Ourselves, each other, whichever one you do.
As a couple?
I don't think we can talk about this if it's what we're good at together, because this is like a PG. You could have kids watching this. This is why you always bleep your stuff out.
I don't think anyone under 13 watches these videos. But
Maybe.
anyway, I'm good at organizing stuff.
Yes.
Arguing. No. Makeup. I'm pretty
You're definitely very good at makeup.
I think I'm decent in makeup. What else was I gonna say?
You're really good at cooking.
Well, it depends on what kind of cooking.
It doesn't mean you're not good at it.
Because you don't like my cooking that much.
Just because I don't necessarily enjoy the flavor choices that you make does not mean you're not a great cook.
Pops really likes it.
Yes, he does really like it.
Yeah. His dad really likes my cooking and his mom as well.
Yeah. It's not that I'm picky though. I was definitely picky as a child. I'm particular about, I think
super particular then.
I think the difference is that you make things that I often also make. I developed in such a way that I'm very particular how I want that particular dish to taste. I like to cook quite a bit also, and I've spent years and years perfecting my recipes to taste exactly the way I like them. And you don't really like my cooking that much either. No.
Not really.
I tend to move towards the sweet and spicy palate, and she tends more towards the savory side of things, and more Indian style spices, whereas I lean more towards Hispanic style spices.
That sounds super
Or maybe
right.
Asian style spices, which she's not a huge fan of.
No.
I also cook with a lot of brown sugar.
Yeah, I don't like sugar in my food most of the time, especially when I'm hungry. Sugar is supposed to be like a dessert. For me, any kind of sweet stuff is like a dessert.
So what it sounds like you're saying that we're both picky.
Define picky.
Okay, what else are we good at?
What are you good at? Nathan's also a great cook.
Thank you. You're also a great cook.
Thanks.
I play guitar, okay, and I sing, okay.
What do you mean okay? You're a
Okay,
guitar.
I'm okay.
No, you're not. We talked about this. You're pretty good. And I don't even like guitar music that much, whatever you call those.
Rock?
Yeah, that. But I really like yours.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I even listen to it when I'm trying to edit.
Yeah, hobby time.
Hobby time.
Hobby time. You're really good at editing videos. I think anyone who's watching this can attest to that being true. Typically, in the evenings when Mina's editing, she doesn't like me to listen to the videos until they're
Almost
closer
perfect.
to ready.
Yeah.
So I typically kind of go off in my little man cave area type thing and play my music and chill out and practice a lot the same song.
Yeah.
Over and over and over until she hates it forever. Or it brainwashes her into liking it. You look so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. As always, your finished look is just amazing and surprising how wonderful it looks.
Really appreciate that,
Yeah.
babe. I know you didn't like that little curl right there, but it's okay.
You
like the
know,
color.
it always is surprisingly good at the end when I see it. You always get disappointed because I see your looks halfway through and I don't have enough of a reaction to how amazing they are. And I'm like, let me see what the finished product is, because the finished product is always shockingly good, even if I don't understand what's going on in the first half. Okay, how long do I need in the morning to get ready?
Uh-oh.
Hey, my love.
I don't want to answer that.
Have we ever once been on time to any sort of family gathering?
Can we skip this question? I don't want to
What do
answer
you
this
guys
question.
think? Do you guys think we can skip the question? I think they're saying no.
You can't see them.
I can hear them. They're all shouting out in unison. You can't skip the question.
You're a psychic now all of a sudden?
I didn't want to list it on the things that I'm good at because that would be a little narcissistic of me. Okay, so how long does it take you to get ready?
About what kind of readiness are we talking about?
How long did it take you to get ready for this video?
Well, today was my birthday and I was tired and I wasn't sure if we were gonna do the video, even though I knew from the bottom of my heart we were, because you know we love you guys so much.
What's the number?
2 hours.
Oh no, that's not true. That's a lie. Can we be honest with our viewers?
2 hours and a half.
Really?
Look, there's a brush right there.
Really? 2 hours and a half. I
right
see the
there.
brush. It's
Why is
fine
it
when it is. How
there?
long do you think it really took you?
2 hours and a half.
Really? That's the number we're sticking with? It's currently, for everyone at home, 11:30, and she told me she was hungry while she was getting ready at, are you ready for this?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock when I came in and she was already starting to put makeup on. She already had makeup on at 8 o'clock. It's now 11:30. So that's minimum 3.5 hours.
Well, my eye look is very complicated tonight.
I don't think that counted your shower though, did it? Because you were already done with your shower when I got home. And I left work at 3:30 and then I made some stops.
Well, I was going a little bit more slow today because I was really tired. I just feel like I should have a free
Let's
day.
just be real about the number though, 4.5 hours.
Okay.
It was 4.5 hours.
Yes.
Which is why we are always late to family gatherings.
I skip most of my makeup for family gatherings.
And yet somehow the dress is going a bit rogue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that it's time. So we're gonna make a change for Mina because we don't want her to get too crazy.
Like last night. By the way, last night was my first night getting like all the way drunk. How was it for you? How was your experience of me
Of you
getting
being drunk?
Yeah.
Can we skip this question?
Why? I want to know.
It's because at about 4 o'clock in the morning, you told me you had to stick both of your fingers up my 2 nostrils.
I don't recall that.
You might not recall it, but my nostrils will never be the same.
That was not me.
Okay, it sure looked like you.
I don't remember that.
I know you don't.
Why would I do
I
that?
don't know. It really hurt. She got way up in there too. I thought I was getting a coronavirus test. You
It's
asked
not
me,
making sense.
and I said no. And then you started crying a little, saying that I didn't love you, and that you wouldn't go to sleep until I let you stick your fingers in my nose.
What would I gain from that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You're making this shit up.
I swear to God, you have 100% forced me to let you stick your fingers in my nose while drunk. You also told me that there were 4 smoke detectors on our wall.
I might have to say too because my vision doubles every time I'm tipsy. Okay, I'm not mad at you. It's okay. I mean, that's not as bad as what I thought.
Oh, it's not as bad as what she thought was happening. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
It's fine, I'll leave it there. There you go.
Oh, this is not as bad.
Did I show you guys? This is Greenhouse Peach Vodka. That was a very nice present from my sister to her. It's orange blossom peach flavored vodka. 30%. I personally don't like it as much as the whiskey in my drink, but that's just me.
The whiskey just tastes horrible.
I know you don't like it. That's okay.
And it has an aftertaste.
Like whiskey.
Anyway, next question.
Liquor. I barely even know her. Somebody laughed somewhere.
I didn't get the joke.
What's my... like liquor.
I definitely
Like
got the
liquor.
Rona from you, huh?
That's because I was breathing and laughing at the same time. It was unfortunate. Liquor, like an intimate act between 2 consenting adults. It's an old joke from like the 50s when a person says liquor, you know, and you're like, liquor? I barely even know her. As in it's like you wouldn't lick her. A naughty joke, yeah. Okay.
I guess I'm not that naughty then.
Guess not. What is your favorite type of junk food? I know the answer to her favorite type of junk food.
I'm gonna have a surprise for you if you get it right.
It's all the hot fries. All of them. As many hot fries as you can give her.
Oh, hold on. I'm very picky about which ones though. They have to be like in the little bags. They can't be in the see-through bags from Walmart or Target that have been sitting on the shelf for a very long time, maybe for years. I promise you guys, those ones don't taste the same as the ones that I got from the dollar store last time because they just stocked it and they were like crispy and they kind of like disappear in the mouth, you know? Right when you chew them, they're like poof. Versus the other ones, they're like meat that you're trying to chew. Yeah.
All the hot fries. For me...
That's what you got from all this.
Yeah.
I literally just taught you something right now.
I was looking at the next question.
You're washing my makeup off tonight, by the way.
Okay. For me, I would say my favorite snack is something like, I don't know, either like beef jerky or maybe like a mini cucumber or...
You really like those beef jerkies, like the original ones
like
from
the real.
the real beef jerkies from the meat place.
I do really like them.
You got me hooked up on those because the first time I tasted it, I actually preferred the hot and spicy. That's one of my favorite ones.
Sweet and hot.
The sweet and hot, they're really good and they're very chewy. After he got me hooked up on that, now we just bought like, it was like 2 pounds, right? I'm the one who drove there because I love him so much.
I'm very lucky to have her. And she also needed an excuse to leave the house because we've been super isolating and since one of us was gonna have to go.
Especially me.
Yes.
I can't just look at the camera. Like, I get distracted, like looking around.
Like she's never been in this room before.
I'm not good at making eye contact.
But there's nobody there to make eye contact with.
I know, but I know
just look
that
at yourself.
Then I won't be looking at the camera.
Yeah, it's
I'll be
close
looking.
enough.
No, it's not.
They can't really tell that much.
They can.
No.
Actually, I've edited videos before.
If I was an animal, which one would I be?
Is there an animal that's like rude and nice at the same time?
A cat. Can I be a bigger cat though?
You chose a
Like,
cat.
not like, no, I gave you an example of an animal that's rude and nice at the same time, which is definitely a
You
cat.
just want me to call you a tiger because you want to feel very manly and very strong.
No, that's not why. I'm just saying I don't want to be a little cat because they're little.
But tigers are only mean.
That's not true. So here's some facts about cats, right? We call them domesticated, but they're really not. They're just small. They basically act the exact same way that tigers do. There's no differences. They just can't kill us effectively because they're too small.
They can scratch the hell out of us.
Yeah, they can definitely scratch the hell out of you. Behooves them not to because they're just gonna piss us off. So I get to be a big cat? Can I be like an ocelot at least? Like a medium-sized cat?
Do you have any kind of medium-sized cats in mind right now? Because I can't think.
Like an ocelot.
Sure.
Okay.
What would I be?
What would you be? What's something that's like really beautiful?
Are you enjoying dropping that? This is the second time I need to just get in on my...
It's definitely the second time I've
I'm remembering that episode from Family Guy, What Grinds My Gears, or what was it called?
It's what grinds my gears, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, what's something that's like really beautiful is apparently very angry. Yeah, it's pretty but dangerous, maybe.
I'm not dangerous.
What's something that's like really beautiful is apparently very angry. My nostrils beg to differ. Honestly, I woke up, I thought I was getting probed by an alien. She used both hands, too. It was like... just like that.
With the person I am, that's just the fun of it.
I know you did it for the fun of it.
I'm not saying I did that. I'm just saying if I were to do that...
She's not admitting anything.
I'm not. I plead the fifth.
She cannot confirm nor deny these allegations. I still think maybe something...
Now that I think about it, there's no way I could have put both of my fingers in there because I have very long nails right now.
They've happened another time.
See? This is why I did not confirm.
To be fair, it was at like 4 in the morning, so it's hard for me to tell if it was yesterday or another day because all of my 4 in the morning just woke up from sleep to you doing something. Memories tend to get jumbled.
Okay, first of all, I'm glad that I did not admit to any charges because...
She didn't deny the charges though, which means she definitely thought it was possible.
With the person I am, I mean...
Flashbacks. But no, so I'm thinking, you know, like one of those gazelles with like the big horns.
What the heck is a gazelle?
It's like a pretty African deer.
I don't want to be a deer.
What do you want to be? What do you want to be?
Pretty deer.
A pretty deer?
I know what pizza.
Okay, well then what do you want to eat?
Pizza.
Oh my dear. If you could be any animal, what would you want to be? It's definitely not also because big cats eat them.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They have like really like curly horns and they like super fast.
Is it because of my hair?
Maybe.
Maybe. I'll take that.
Okay. If I was a girl, would I be pretty?
Hell yeah. You'd be a hot girl. I'd want to do you.
It was an attempt at a wink.
I saw your eyes shaking.
If I won $1,000, what will I spend it on? It's exactly the truth. But if you won $1,000, what would you get me?
But does it have to be what would I get you? Why can't I get something for myself?
You could?
I'm kidding. You know, I'm not that kind of selfish person, obviously. I'd definitely get you that microphone that you've been wanting.
Oh yes, the SM7B microphone. Been eyeing it for quite some time. It'll never be on sale.
Even Black Friday, I was checking it out the whole time. It was never.
Yeah,
it was
$4.99
not-
brand new, $3.97 used.
I mean, with tax, it's gonna be $500 anyway. But I just pay it right up front, you know.
Thank you. That's
And
so
then
sweet
I'd
of you.
probably keep the rest of the money or buy you a nice guitar or guitar parts so you can make one.
I would love that.
He's been really into making guitars
I've
from
been
scratch.
making guitars from scratch lately.
Which is really impressive. We should be adding it to his talents here.
Thank you. Although I have yet to finish them, there's quite a few in a state of near completion that I have to just put some finishing touches
They're
on.
still in the process of being made.
Yes. Okay, let's find another question.
He is good with his hands, what can I say?
What is my favorite restaurant?
Chipotle.
I think Chipotle is probably
Teresa's.
Teresa's is good, which is a Mexican food restaurant. But if I had to pick between eating Teresa's and eating Chipotle, I think I would probably just have Chipotle.
If I remember correctly, when we first met, I don't think you used to like Chipotle that much. You just recently started liking it so much because it's just, you get a lot more food for the price that you pay.
You are right that before we met, I did not eat at Chipotle as much because I used to not get the burritos. That wasn't what I ate when I went there.
Even when we started dating, we only ate at Chipotle like once every 6 months.
Yeah.
The first year at least. And then we got really into it like the second year.
Yeah, but I didn't eat all that stuff back then, remember? That was like a new thing when we started dating, like the beans and the rice and the fajita vegetables. That was all new for me.
It's like figuring out who you are.
I used to only have, this is a secret menu item that they don't tell you about, but you can order a steak quesadilla where they take a tortilla and they put like the cheese and the steak in it, and then they put it in a toaster thing and they toast it.
Yeah, that's fire.
But I still like the burrito bowl better, so what I do is I get a burrito bowl. I always send her though because they like her better because she's adorable, so they give her more food. Extra brown rice, extra black beans, fajita vegetables, steak, maybe double steak if I'm feeling adventurous.
Most of the time I get him double steak anyway.
Extra, 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 extra corn.
We love our corn in this household.
Hot salsa, cheese, and that's it. But most Chipotles will not charge you for extra tortillas. So I get like 2 or 3 tortillas, and then that thing weighs like 2.5 pounds. It's like a big monster of food. So you can like cut that thing up. It's great.
Yeah, because they give me a lot.
They do
Every
give
time
you a
I'm
lot.
like, can I please get a little extra? And then they're like, we got you. And then they put like a bunch on there. They put like 2 more times on there instead of just 1 time. And I'm like, thank you. And they're like, have a nice day.
Okay, how about you? What's your favorite?
I went through a time where I really like Chipotle as well, but right now that's not my thing. I think right now it's like that Philly cheesesteak. I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah, but which one's better? The Philly cheesesteak we make at home or the Philly cheesesteak you get from the...
I mean, they totally taste differently. I think this is actually one of the only foods that I like making at home better. There are foods, you know, I like making at home, obviously, but like, you know, when I'm trying to copy a recipe from a restaurant, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to remake that. I never get it right. But this time, me and Nathan like put our heads together and made that Philly cheesesteak, and we actually made it better. No offense to the restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name of it because I don't want them to spit in my food and stuff like that in the future. And it's very expensive.
Yes, it is a very expensive Philly cheesesteak. It is like a $12 sandwich.
I order it for like delivery because most of the time we're lazy in the winter. And
It's cold up here in Minnesota.
Very cold. So I would just like, you know what? Get it delivered. And that would be
comes
like,
out to like $24 for a single sandwich.
Yep.
We're
And that
living-
hurts like
we're
a
living
bitch.
in the future, and the future's not great. So instead, we've made this recipe where we make the Philly cheesesteak at home. I have a big griddle type thing that goes on the stove, and you cook the steak on it, and then you put a bunch of onions on it, a bunch of spices, and then secret sauce, literally, for me, is that I put sauce in it, and then you cook it with that, right?
Yum.
And then you melt mozzarella cheese over it, and then you put it on like a hard roll kind of bun. I forget what they called, burrito roll or something like that. But then you slap that baby in the toaster oven and toast it for a little bit so that the bread is just a little crisp on the outside.
I was just gonna add that that's also one of the foods that we both like eating together, and we both can make it because he helped me make it.
And it's actually what you wanted for me to cook for you for your birthday.
And he cooked it for me tonight, and I loved it. But right now it's not getting tiring, and hopefully it doesn't. And I'm just like, hey baby, are you gonna finish that?
I was gonna say that, is that she actually ate her sandwich and half of my sandwich.
In my defense, I told him to make me too because I was starving.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call me a fat ass, whatever.
No.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Okay. You wanna have that last one? We can do a couple more questions before signing off for this birthday edition.
We can't sign off yet.
I know, but we've been going for like 45 minutes to an
We've
hour
been going
already.
for like 30 minutes.
Okay, here we go. It's time for another drink. Cheers. What's your favorite feature of mine? Do you want to wait until your mouth isn't full? I would have
Oh,
to say
hold on.
it's...
Remember, I'm waiting until the mouth is not full. Your eyes. His eyes
you.
are the best.
Thank you. I would have to say that my favorite feature on you is a two-way tie between everything above your neck and everything below it.
Oh, that's really sweet. You do have a way with words, don't you? That's not fair, because I only chose one feature.
Guess that's why you should maybe go second in the answering.
Maybe I will in the future.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Want to pick one more thing then? Is it my eyebrows?
No, your blonde hair. Believe it or not, before I met him, I used to be like, I'm never gonna date a guy with blonde hair, blue eyes, because they're really rude and they're mean. And I used to think that they were all racist. And I'm like, nope. And then I met you. I don't know what happened. I ended up with a guy with blue eyes, blonde hair.
Perseverance, not giving up. Persevered, kept going.
You were gonna give up.
No, I wasn't. Better not make me wait too long. Honestly, that's pretty much all of the good questions that you sent me. The rest of them are kind of weird.
You wanna make
Do-it-yourself questions?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Come up with a question then. We'll let Tipsy McGee pick one.
Tipsy McGee?
Yes.
Who's that?
That's you.
I'm not
McGee.
tipsy yet. I'm not feeling actually. No whiskey, please. No vodka, please. I want whiskey instead. Tastes like It's not like 13-year-olds don't curse nowadays.
Doesn't matter. We're strictly adhering to the FCC guidelines.
Uh-huh.
What was the most awkward dates before you met the other person?
That date where the guy took me to the movies, we ended up buying tickets for like an old movie just so he can have sex with me in the theater on our first date. Not to mention while we were waiting for the movie, because he got the movie tickets 2 hours ahead of time. We were supposed to go eat out because I told him that I was really hungry, and he ended up taking me to a Chipotle where I ended up buying my own food.
Because he didn't have any money left after the tickets.
Nope, he had $8 left for himself. Yep. Right after I told him like ahead of time when I was getting ready for the date that I was super hungry. Also, I never act like that thirsty when it comes to food. I like paying for my own, except with you, obviously. I trust you. When we were talking before the date, he told me that he was this rich guy and he owned like 6 cars. Not that I cared about the money, but it's like, let me test you.
Let's see if he was honest.
Yeah, and then he pulls up with sweatpants and a sweater. He had like an '08 Toyota. At the time, it was like 2016 before I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like brand new cars. I have like 6 of them in total.
But they're all in the shop right now. All 6.
No.
Such a coincidence.
No, his excuse was that he came from his friend's house and that he actually took a nap before the date and he kind of overslept. That's why he was late to pick me up. Oh yeah, not to mention he was late to pick me up. So it was really awkward.
And then he left you there.
Oh yeah, and he left me there, and then while he was driving away, I'm probably gonna have to censor all of this out anyway, but he was like...
Basically, you're just gonna beep, 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 beep. He was real rude.
He was real rude, and then he left me outside in the cold weather. It was like November. Yeah, that was a few years
He's
ago
a
before.
beep.
He looked out the window of his car and he was like, another? Your turn.
Okay, my most awkward date. I went on this blind date with this woman one time, a long time ago. We went to the bar and she immediately ordered 5 shots, which I thought she was gonna share with me. No. She is put back to back to back to back to back to back. All 5.
Maybe she was too nervous because you're too handsome. He didn't tell me that story. That's why I'm like really laughing hard right now.
And then we start doing trivia night. I'm kind of great at trivia. It was trivia night at the bar. Cheers. Luckily, it wasn't sports trivia, so I actually knew quite a bit of the things and we were winning. And then she had like another 4 shots after that in the course of like an hour and a half. And then she told me that she was in love with me, even though we'd only met like an hour and a half earlier. And then she asked me to come home and spend the night. And I was like, It was real weird and awkward for sure. And I didn't like it.
I'm sorry, you didn't like it? Oh, I thought you'd like it. I mean,
didn't like it. Made me feel weird.
so are you judging a woman
No.
that drinks then?
But wasn't the drinking that was the weird thing? That was just a precursor to the story. The weird thing was her telling me that she was in love with me after an hour and a half.
She was drunk though, you can't blame her.
I can though. The same way that it's not okay for a man to have sex with a woman just because he's drunk. She was like loving assault me. Like not sexual assault, love assault.
There's no such thing.
It was too much. I didn't like it.
You like me?
I do like you.
Is it because I didn't tell you I was in love with you the
No,
same night?
that's not why. We hadn't even talked before that night though. Like it was literally like a blind date. We had no interaction.
So if I were to tell you that I was in love with you the first date,
We talked for like weeks. It's not
you'd
the
be
same
okay
thing.
with it?
It would be way less weird than if we had within 1 hour of talking to me for the first time.
What can I say? She knew what she
I
wanted.
don't think she did. I think she saw something and she was like, that's a thing. And that was it. That was the extent of the thought process, was like, that's a thing that's directly in front of me. You know how like guys will tell you that they love you to have sex with you? Maybe she just got it like mixed up. Like that's what worked for women. So she's like, maybe it'll work for a man too. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm getting really drunk right now.
Oh no. We might have to sign off. Okay, I did a DIY question. Your turn. Last question, I think, because otherwise it's going to be Weekend at Bernie's here really quick unless we wrap this up, I think. Weekend at Bernie's is a movie about them convincing everyone that a dead guy is still alive by putting sunglasses on him. And you're going to be Bernie pretty soon here because you're going to be asleep with your head backwards and it's just going to be me here.
No,
doing the rest
I'm
of the
gonna be
video.
staying awake and chilling and just having fun here because it's my birthday.
Okay.
What?
What? Happy
What?
birthday. What do most people think is true about you, but isn't?
That you probably have a PhD in something because you're super smart.
I don't think anyone thinks I have a PhD in something. I just wear glasses sometimes.
Okay, what do you think
About me or about you?
about you?
About me, I think that most people think that I'm somewhat flat. I don't think that people think of me as multifaceted as I really am. I have so many interests, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, almost everything in the world interests me, except sports. Unless I'm playing them, in which case I'm very, very competitive, but I don't like watching them. I have a lot of interests that vary greatly, and I don't think most people know that about me. I think that the thing most people think about you, but that they're wrong about, is that they think that you're a Victoria's Secret supermodel, when in fact you are not.
How's that possible?
Because they look at you and they go,
Hold
oh,
on. No.
she looks like a Victoria's
Not that
Secret
part.
supermodel.
Maybe not that part. The part where you could be insulting and complimenting me at the same
I'm
time.
not insulting you.
I'm
You're
not.
not. You're not because you don't want to be. You could be. You choose not to work
Well,
for
my
Victoria's
body's
Secret.
not in a great shape.
To be fair, though, it is the midst of a global pandemic, and I think most people's bodies have slipped a bit, maybe?
There's no gym though.
Exactly. That's my point. I think this is the point of the evening where we ask you to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below.
We have to have one more question.
Okay, that was the last question, Drunky McGee. She's graduated. Her name's changed from Tipsy McGee to Drunky McGee.
I want to be a tipsy.
I know you want to be a Tipsy McGee. I want to be 6'4". Unfortunately, I'm only 5'10" and a half.
Did you just steal that line from Eminem's song?
No. Is that an Eminem line? No, I know the one where he goes, my salsa.
That could be anything.
My salsa.
Tipsy McGee.
That was your maiden name. You're now Drunky McGee. It's like an Asian one, how the last name is in the front, like Japan. Is it Drunky McGee? What's your favorite color?
No. What's the biggest lie that you ever told that you kept a secret?
Is that the question you really want to ask? The biggest lie that I ever told that I kept a secret.
No.
What would you do if you were the opposite sex for a month? I don't think we can answer that question on your clean channel. I would probably start an OnlyFans.
Of course you would do that. What would you do on it?
So many things.
R-rated stuff?
Maybe. No, I'd just be reading physics reports on my OnlyFans. Be like, when the positron is in a state of quantum superposition. No, of course I'd be doing naughty stuff on my OnlyFans.
I mean, I don't know. Some people actually cook on there. Some people actually do things on there.
I'd be like, this is Schrodinger's booty.
I think I need to have one more shot.
No, I don't think you do. I think you're okay. I think that that's probably the end of tonight's festivities. I will be washing her face off and getting her put into bed.
He won't do such a thing because I can handle myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a black independent woman.
Independent black woman.
I'm an independent black woman, okay? I don't need any guy to put me to bed or wash off my makeup.
Okay. Okay, what is something that people think you would never be into? For me, it's anime, but the good kind, in Japanese. Not Naruto. Sorry if you like Naruto, but it's trash.
What
I'm
is
sorry.
that? I don't even
It's
know.
a trash thing.
Seriously,
It's
that's
not
how
that
you're gonna
good.
explain?
It's like a kid's cartoon, and people think it's anime because a lot of really vocal people are into it, and they go to places dressed up with like the weird headbands with the metal on them, and it's really nerdy, and that's not what I'm talking about. There's beautiful, like actual good animation coming out of Japan. Like that thing we watched. Remember we watched Parasite?
Oh, yeah.
That's actually pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't judge a book by its cover, or in this case, by its weird weeb people who stand up for it. What's something you're interested in that
My
people don't know?
dimples are
Your
showing.
dimples are always showing, my love.
Are you trying to wake me up?
No.
I'm so ticklish.
I know you're so ticklish. What's one thing you like that people would be surprised about?
I'm gonna have to bleep it out if I say it.
She likes serial killer stuff, murder stuff,
Yeah.
like true crime.
People always think that I'm very adorable and just cute.
She still is, because she like covers her face and stuff.
And I wouldn't be into that kind of stuff, but I am.
She likes true crime.
I definitely like true crime. That's my thing.
Okay, so I think that's it for us tonight. Our roles are a little reversed from last time, because this is exactly what I was doing in the unseen parts of the video that we had to cut.
I'm not gonna cut mine because I am a strong woman, okay?
I know you
wanna
want to sleep.
guys.
I know. So we're gonna sign off.
I'm acting like my best friend right now.
So we are signing off. I'm Nathan.
I'm Nathan.
No. Take two. I'm Nathan.
I'm Mina.
And we are signing off from this birthday edition of Life of Mina, where she had all the liquor.
Because
and
I got f***ed up.
yes. Happy birthday once again. I love you so much. And I hope you enjoy the new sink and the chocolates and the cake and all of the things that I got you.
Thanks for all the presents. And I
And
love
all
you
of those
so much.
makeup things that you've had for the last 2 weeks that were birthday presents that you stole before I could wrap them.
Well, to be fair, I just have a bad habit of opening things before.
She's
they're
like,
wrapped.
oh, by the way, this thing that I've already used, it was for my birthday. And I'm like, oh, great. Awesome. Anyways, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you think she's the silliest girl around, which is definitely true. Also, if you think she's the most beautiful, which the answer is yes, she definitely is.
Really?
You need to think that she's the hottest. Happy birthday, and I love you from here to Jupiter.
I love you from here to Jupiter.
Thank you. Let's get you into a cold shower. We're gonna get her into bed, okay, guys? And this is it. Good night. Wave goodbye to the nice people.
Okay, bye guys.
Oh, now we're ready? Okay,
Have
bye.
a great night.
Tell them thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sticking around and for watching us. It
And
means
for-
a lot to us.
And for being part of her birthday. You guys really mean so much to her, and I hope that you guys can feel like kind of an honorary part of the family, because we love having you here for us.
Bye-bye. And I kind of like sweeping under. Ah! Okay, I'm done. And I kind of like sweeping the matter under the rug. See?
Maybe we can do a blooper reel.
I don't want to do this video
Come on.
anymore. And I kind of like rubbing under the rug.
Kind of like rubbing it under the sweet.
I'm a black independent woman. I'm an independent.